Hey everybody, tonight we're going to do a product review. The product we're going to be taking a look at is the God 180 Box Mod. I got this here from E-Cigarette Lobby. You can find E-Cigarette Lobby on the web at www.ecigarettelobby.com. You can also find them on Facebook. I'll tell you a little something about them. They're based out of China. They are an online retailer. My contact over there was Selena. They've been in business since around May of 2013. Again, this product here, it's an awesome product, and this would make an awesome Christmas present for someone because right now they have it on sale for $99.99. Go get some. This is not for, first I want to say though, this is not really for a person that is just starting out. This is going to be for a person that is more experienced, has knowledge of ohms, wattage, voltage, what the difference is, what the meanings are. This is a beast. It really is. I mean, this go from 5 watts all the way up to 180 watts. Like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you know, if you could really get hurt. So as I said, this is really for a person that is experienced onto the, you know, into vaping. So this would not be for someone that is just starting out, but definitely for that vapor, it's in your life. You know, this would make an awesome Christmas present. They also sell a bunch of other items over there as well. They sell all different types of mods, atomizers, e-hookahs. They have starter kits. They have a bunch of different accessories. So definitely go check it out. They do offer free shipping on all orders over $69, and everything I've ever gotten from them I've gotten between 7 to 10 days. And like I said, with the free shipping, you can get this for $99.99. It's going to be to your door within a week. You got a week for Christmas. And another thing is, they offer you 30-day money-back guarantee on their products. Big thumbs up onto that. I'm a big fan of E-Cigarette Lobby. Let's take this down below, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So if you hold on 1 minute, we'll talk about it. And I mean right now. Alright, so here we are down below. Let's take a look at how this came in here. It's got a nice cloth type case onto it. It's got this weird kind of texture, but I like that. You can see that it's got the wolf howling at the moon. It says God 180, live long and vape on. It has a little sticker here. It tells you that it's the color red, and it has your SMY from CMU logo onto this side. On this side here, it just has CMU. This is an original. You can scan this here, and this will tell you that this is an original from the manufacturer, not one from like Fast Tech. So let's open this up here and see what we have inside. Okay, well, when you first got it here, it's got this, take out the device, and it's got this nice little plastic sleeve. It's got a different type of texture, and I believe that's for when it's in there, for when it's carrying, it doesn't scratch up the device. And it has a matching drip tip, red with that, which is pretty cool. I'll end up using that to go with that. And on this side here, it has your inspection card. It tells you that it went through an inspection. It has the date that it went through, which was on October 28th, 2014. And then it has your operator's manual, and it's very well illustrated. I would recommend that you read this from cover to cover just to get all information. It tells you how to do your different settings, battery placement, simple maintenance onto it. And then, like I said, you go through, and then on the back side here, it has a serial number and product ID. We'll go over that and how to get it out of here so you can record it onto here for your information. And it also has this little bag. It has 4 tiny little screws and another blue screwdriver. These little screws are for replacements of the back side here when you have to replace, when you every time you go to change the batteries, you have to take out the screws to it. So if you end up losing them, they do send you some. Big thumbs up onto that. Very cool. So let's get this out of the way here, and then we'll take a look at the device. So let's take a look at the device here, and as you can see, it's rather large, but it's contoured very, very well. It fits very nice into your hand. And the dimensions on this here are 119 millimeters long by 69 millimeters wide, 30 millimeters on across. So if you had a a 30 millimeter atomizer, it would fit on there just as well as a 20 millimeter atomizer. What else can I tell you? It's all aluminum on the cover, and it's surrounded by the plastic housing here. This device does come in different colors, red like this one, blue, black, orange, and silver. On top here you see that we have a beauty ring that houses the 510 and an Ego cone, and I really don't see anyone using a clearomizer or an EVOD onto this. I just don't see it. I don't understand that part. But let's put that back onto there. And on the side you have your fire button, and it's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. I've already installed the batteries for the review, so we'll just click them on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it says SMY. It tells me that there was no atomizer detected because I don't have one on there. And you look at onto here, and it has your battery level. It'll have your ohms reader. This has a temperature reader that actually monitors the device the whole time that you're using it. It'll have a puff counter, and it has your watts and your voltage. This is an OLED screen, and you'll notice that the screen flickers a little bit. That's because it's monitoring the device the whole time that it is on. So let's take a look here, and then below the screen you have a couple different buttons here. These will help you when you're adjusting the different settings and navigate through your menu on the device. It has a plus button and a minus button. And that, of course, the plus is for up, minus is for down, of course. I'm really not a big fan of that. I've had this atomizer, I've had this and I'm picking it up. There's no way to lock this set when you have it set. So like if I was to use this at 30 watts, and if I accidentally grab this like this here and I'm hitting that, one too many times I've had that thing shoot up to like 70, 80 watts, and I'm expecting 30 watts, and holy bejesus, if you know what I mean. So like I said, that's kind of a downer also onto that. So there's a couple downers that I can see, but I really don't find too many problems with this here. So let's get into the menu here, and to get into the menu, click the fire button 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and you'll see here that it highlights. The first one it's going to highlight is your overtime protection. Press the fire button once more, and it'll highlight where you can adjust how long your device will fire before it actually shuts down. For overheating, it shows from 5 to 29 watts. It shows that it's 10 seconds, but you can change that by hitting this one more time, and then you can go either up or down to change how many seconds you want it to actually fire. So if you wanted to only have it fire for 2 seconds, you could do it. And so let's go down to the, and you can adjust, like I said, and then once you do all that, you can go through from 1 to 10 seconds all the way through. 30 to 79 is defaults to 7 seconds. Again, you can go from 1 to 10 seconds, and your 80 to 180 watts defaults to 5 seconds. And again, you can go from 1 second all the way to 10 seconds. I don't really see anybody doing 10 seconds. You're superhuman if you do. And so let's go back to your regular screen by scrolling down to where it hits exit, and then let's get back into here, and we're going to go into your screen settings. You can have your this is where you can have your screen stay on from 1 minute to 999 minutes, however you want it to, how long you want that screen to stay on. So let's go back out of there, and we're going to go to your vapor settings. And once you get into your vapor settings here, you click on that, you'll see that it has your manual mode and auto mode. It's your manual mode is pretty much like what we use on all of our devices already. When you press the fire button, you use that to vape. Then you let it go, it stops. Auto mode is where you can set the device to fire. To say, let's scroll down there, and it would have it set. It defaults to 5 seconds on, and you can have it where it'll be 5 seconds on. You can have it go down, and it'll pause for 3 seconds, and it'll fire for another 5 seconds, and you can have that cycle through as many times as you'd like. So we're going to leave that there. We'll go to exit, and actually, and where do I want to go to? 1, 2, 3. No, I hit it 5 times. We don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we were at our, I believe that was our vapor settings, and now we want our puff info is going to be your next one onto there. So when you hit that, here's where you can see how many times you've puffed onto this and how much actual time you have elapsed on using for that many puffs. So for you techies that want to take it and say that for 15 minutes 47 seconds I did 347 puffs. So you can figure out how long your puffs are, so if you really wanted to set up your auto mode like I was showing you there, you could do that. So when you look at it there, like I said, it'll count how many of your puffs, how much time you have elapsed. You can reset, and then you can exit. So let's go to exit, and now we're going to go to your power settings. Your power settings, you'll see that it has normal mode, which is going to be from 5 watts up to 80 watts, and your super mode, which is going to be 80 watts to 180 watts. If you were to go into super mode, it's going to give you a warning that says continuous discharge current for battery must be at over 25 amps, meaning that you should be using a VCT4, VCT5, Purple eFest, something that's going to give you a good high drain battery with a lot of amperage, because you're going to need that if you are running up into your super mode like to that. So let's go back to your power settings there, and we're going to bring it back to your manual mode where it should be. And we have your last one is going to be for your device, and on your device here it's going to tell you what your version is, what your serial number is. This is where, like I said, this is and your ID for your manual that you have there. That's where you'll get that information from, and you will put it there, and it's also got your company logo. So let's go back, and we'll take it back over, and let's flip this over to the other side, and we'll take a look at the back side of this here. I want to power that off so I can lay this down. And you could see here on this side here, when you got the wolf howling at the moon, and it says God 180. We're going to open this up here, and I've already, like I said, I installed the batteries just for the use of for the review. So let's open this up here. We can take a look at it. Alright, as you can see, this requires 3 18650 batteries to power this unit. I mean, it takes a lot of power. Your input voltage will be 9.6 to 12.6 volts. Your output voltage will be 1.5 to 10.5 volts. And as I said earlier, on your output wattage, you can go from 5 watts up to 180 watts. I recommend that you use 3 of the same type of batteries, VCT4, VCT4s, VCT5, that's really hard to say tonight, VCT5s, or like a purple EFS, make sure they're at least 25 amps or higher. I also recommend that you purchase the batteries solely just for that device so you can mark them. When I purchased this, I also bought 6 batteries so I could have 3 into here and 3 into charge so they're ready to go. And I do recommend that when you are when you do this, you mark them by number sequence, date that you would initially charge them and use them, and what device they are for. Excuse me. And that for being for that you really want to keep these batteries as a set to this device. And like I said, I got 3 more that are on charge that are also for that, but I number them so these are the first set, the other ones will be the second set. And also I like to number them because when you have them into here and you go in 1, 2, 3, if you always put 1, 2, 3 into there, eventually your batteries can build a memory. And so if you always have this one in here, and then let's just say that one's the one that's getting the most charge, that could weaken that one, which in turn can weaken all the rest of them. Does that make sense? So what I always recommend is when you would initially put them in, you would go with 1, 2, and 3. The next time you go to do it, you go to put these back in, I would recommend that you do 2, 3, 1. Next time 3, 1, 2, and just keep on rotating that way so it doesn't build a memory. Also, you want to remember that these batteries run in series, so that if you're using 3 VCT4s at a 2100 mAh, even though you're using 3 batteries, your mAh does not increase to 6300 mAh. It will stay at the 2100 mAh. So with that also, and so the batteries, I mean, they should last you a good day, 2 days, depending on how much you vape. Another thing I want to what I would recommend is every time that you do open this up, even though this unit, all the goodies are all sealed onto this side, once in a while I have found juice that comes down into this track, and it's nothing that has gone into here, but I've seen it run right along here and along here and along here, and the same thing onto the door here, here, and here. So I always just recommend that you take your little paper towel, a vapor towel, and just give it a quick wipe. And like I said, I have not seen anything getting passed into here. And so, I mean, I can't say, I mean, I've had this thing for well over a month, and I have not had any issues of any juice going into the inside of this unit. But like I said, it's still just a good idea just to keep everything all wiped up, because if it does build up, it could probably eventually go down into the unit. Also, there is no vent holes onto here, but as you can see, there is little ridges that run along here. These actually work as heat sinks for the device. And like I said, it does monitor your heat onto your temperature onto this unit, as you can see when we were onto the front there, and that constantly is checking that to make sure that, you know, your device is not going to overheat. So let's throw these batteries back into here, and we'll go back to the top and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So hold on 1 second and let's throw these back into here. And again, just when you put these screws back in, just make sure you don't over tighten them. You don't want to strip them out. They're tiny screws. You don't have to be manly with it. Well, let's turn on the device. it says no atomizer detected. Let's throw an atomizer on there. This one will do. And when you first put an atomizer on, and every time that you do put an atomizer on, it's gonna, you have to hit the fire button once so it'll automatically will detect what your atomizer is. And this one is 0.67. So, and when you first fire this up with the new batteries, it will automatically default to 5 watts. So this is saying that it's at 5 watts, 1.8 volts, 0.67. So let's run this up about 30 watts. So at 30 watts, it's saying 4.4 volts on a 0.67 ohm coil. Let's take a rip onto this here and then see what it does, and then we'll talk a little bit more on going through the settings a little bit more. This thing blows clouds for days, and if 30 watts isn't enough, you can crank this all the way up if you wanted to, up to 80 watts. I mean, you could go all the way up at 0.67, because this will fire down, they say, down to 0.5. I know some people have actually gone lower. I have thrown some on there right around 0.4, and I've actually had it to fire until it got warm, and then it says detecting atomizer or low resistant. So I wouldn't recommend anything below a 0.5 on your atomizer. And if you're running it between 0.5 and say 0.7, you should be able to have no problem on running this up to 180 watts if you wanted to. Let's see what we can do here. We're at 80 watts at 0.69, and let's go to power setting, super mode, and it will let me do 180 watts. Let me throw a little juice onto there and I'll show you what 180 watts will do at this thing. So here's at 180 watts. And like I said, that's you can see it just wants to, I mean, you'll have vapor, no problem there. Alright, so let's take this up to the top and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So hold on 1 second, and like I said, we'll talk about it a little bit more, so hold on. And I mean right now. Alright, so here we are back up on top. Again, we took a look at the God 180 box mod from e-cigarette lobby. Let's take a couple different rips onto it, and from different wattages, so you can see what it'll do, and then we'll you know, maybe get a couple good laughs, you know, and then we'll get out of here. Okay. First one we're gonna do is at 30 watts, and it's 0.63. So let's see what this will do here. Like I said, it makes clouds for days. Alright, let's raise this up to come on 50 watts anyways. It's so let's try that. Make sure I got enough juice on there. Yeah, we're good. Definitely getting warmer. That was 50 watts, 5.3 volts. I definitely had to throw some more juice onto there. And then we'll take it up to 80 watts. And this is where you guys can start getting your laugh on. to, God, I wish I could get that to focus for you guys to see. But it's 80 watts, 6.7 volts. And that was only a 2-second pull. Woo! Very, very warm. All right, we're going to take it up to 100 watts, and we'll try it again. But I definitely need to put more juice on there. That is killer. We're at 100 watts, 7.8 volts at 0.62. Sorry about that. I'm coughing like a little bitch. Sorry, that's 100 watts. A little too warm for me. I'm not used to that. But as you can see, it does go up there. We'll take it up again, but I'm not gonna vape on it. Whew. I'm a little baby. Let's take it right up to 180 watts. Let's show you what it'll do. We're at 180 watts and 10.3 on the volts. And that's 180 watts going right here. As you can see, that thing just, it wants to, I mean, those are only just short little bursts, and it's, it just wants to throw the vapor. All right, I'm, like I said, I can't make it, I can't do that last one, it'll kill me. But anyways, again, this was from e-cigarette lobby. I got this over there from China to here. I got it here in 8 days with the free shipping, of course, and normal price onto this on their website is normally $169.99, again with the free shipping. But right now they have this on sale for $99.99 with the free shipping again, and you'll get it here. You could order it today. You'll have it here within 7 to 10 days, and again with the free shipping. And they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. But they also have a lot of other items on for sale over there also. I will leave a link down below. Definitely go check it out. You're probably asking, would I recommend this? I would definitely recommend this for an experienced vapor, not for a new vapor, but definitely for an experienced vapor. I would definitely do that. This thing is a beast. I mean, I'm loving it. I've had this thing for over a month. I've actually let a couple of my friends use it. Let them get their opinion of it, giving me some feedback onto it, and out of 4 of the people, 2 of them have actually went out and purchased the same mod. So, I mean, you know, out of 4, 2 people did. That's pretty good odds. And they're loving it. They've gotten theirs already, and they're using it every day. I use this every day. This goes back and forth to work with me every day. I know with the 3 batteries that are in there, I'm going to be good all day long and even into the next day. So definitely go check it out. This thing is a beast. I love it. Again, it's the God 180 box mod from SMY and sold by e-cigarette lobby. Go check it out. That's going to do it for tonight. So until the next time, everybody. Keep vaping.